Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and Ausra.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas
and Ausra.
Let's start episode 444 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Carlos, and he writes, "Thanks a lot, Dr. Vidas and Ausra. Well, the primordial matter that I would like to reach in organ playing, it's a fine performing level in public. One thing that I think it holds me, and also a matter of my capital focus, it's the control of the nervousness in performance. I think that there is a lot of technique to control the panic in scene, and I have used some of them and they work well, but I'm sure that you have some great hints to prepare the mind to get a major level for focusing oneself in public performance. Thanks a lot for your course. It's pretty good and accurate. Greetings to you all."
Well, okay, Dr. Vidas.
Dr. Vidas.
What can you tell?
Dr. Ausra. Dr. Ausra, I think you also have some experiences, right?
In what? Nervousness? No. Yes, we all do. I guess, the main reason is a question you need to ask yourself. What causes your anxiety? Because, well, the reasons may be various, but I think one of the most important is that you are not prepared as well as you should be.
And this is right that you're saying this, of course, but to be well prepared means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, right, Ausra? Because how many times have you been in a classroom setting when your kids, your students said, "Oh, I practice for hours and hours, and I could, sing it if it's an air training class, sing it without mistakes at all at home, but now I cannot do it in class."
We are lying. That's what I realized after teaching for so many years. Because either if you practice for so many hours as you said and you still could not do it, it means something is really wrong with you and maybe musician path is not your path.
Mm-hmm.
Or you a little bit exaggerated the hours of your practice, which is, I think, more often the right case. So, well, of course, we are all human beings and, we might all experience some sort of panic, during the actual performance. And there always, things might happen with an instrument or yourself or, your audience or something that might, not go as well as it was planned. But still, I think anxiety, to have some of anxiety during performance, it's it's a normal thing, and I don't think it's good to get rid of it entirely, because that fresh adrenaline, it gives something really vivid to your music.
Vitality.
Yes, to your music.
Mm-hmm.
And excitement, and audience get it, and it's really fun, all this experience. So I think some of anxiety is really good. It helps you, because otherwise, your music might sound boring if you will play it like like a machine. Let's say like Sibelius program. It always plays no mistakes, no tempo changes. Everything is perfect, but it's dull and it's lifeless.
You could write down accelerando and ritenuto, and they could play back to you with fluctuations in tempo, of course, but that's about not everything the program can do today. I guess that the software is getting better and better, but to reach human interaction level, I don't think it can yet.
So basically, I could say what I do to Carlos, in order, to help myself. So my first thing is, I really try to prepare very well for my recitals. That I would be really confident that I did everything what I could. It means, if I know that I will have to perform, I need to practice in advance.
Mhm.
Because you always have to leave some time for yourself, just in case you will have some unexpected things happening in your life.
Imagine if you are a professional musician like yourself, but not at your level, but at a student level. But still, you've been, learning the organ and music for maybe I don't know, 15 or more years, yes, before going to America. But even then, Dr. Ricci suggested you to be ready at least 1 month before your recital, to have a run through 1 month before. Is this realistic, Ausra?
Yes, it is realistic, I think. And, that's the way how it should be, I think.
Mm-hmm. Would that help?
Yes, that would help.
To you, but for people who are not professionals and just playing organ as their hobby, I think 2 months are needed.
Yes, that would be, really wise. Another thing, you also need to breathe during your actual performance, because some anxiety comes during your performance and panic attacks, because many people, especially inexperienced ones, we just simply forget to breathe, and breathing is crucial. It's very important. So if you know you cannot control your breath during performance, then just take a few deep breaths before starting the piece, and then maybe at the end of it, or maybe at the slow section of it, remember to breathe.
It takes practice.
Yes, it's not so easy.
Don't expect to breathe during public performance when you never focus on your breathing during practice. Right? Panic will do its own work and you will forget. Maybe you will remember, a moment here and there, maybe, if you're lucky. But if you really want to be free during public performance, you need to incorporate breathing into your daily routine.
And the third thing, which is very important, especially for those who have very few public performance experience yet, you need to perform as often as you can. The more often you perform, the better you will get, on the stage.
Every 10 recitals or public appearances, you will have a breakthrough.
Yes, because look, if you will perform often enough, you will get tired of being actually nervous, of having that anxiety, because you cannot be always afraid of it.
Mm-hmm. Remember, Doctor.
It will become a habit, for you to to play in public, and you will enjoy it. Actually, you want to be on the stage. You see some of the musicians, we are old and we can hardly walk, but we still want, to play, to sing in public. As we make, not maybe a nice jokes about them that, we will probably die on the stage.
Remember Dr. Pamela Reuter-Feenstra at Eastern Michigan University told us about her experiences in North Germany when she was studying with Harald Vogel. She would have to perform publicly at least once a week or maybe more, I guess. For that time, maybe for how many months she was there. And that helped her to reduce the stress level to basically zero. It was like a daily task for her, nothing special.
And the same in America, when we had, studio class every week, and everybody in Lincoln, everybody would play what we have learned, during that week. So that's where, you would have to perform, in studio class each week, and then we would have to play service, on Sunday, and sometimes even on Saturday evening. So that's at least, 2 public performances a week, not counting, all kind of recitals where you would take either, a part in the recital, or you would play solo recital.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you build up an experience.
The reason I live stream my practices, for example, from my church on the organ on Facebook, is that not only I want to promote the largest pipe organ in Lithuania, not only I want to reach more people with my playing, but I also want to reach the confidence level of my public performance and the freedom it gives. It's not a big deal, right, for me to play in front of the camera or in front of strangers. It's the same thing for me too. I know I won't stop the camera at any time. It has to be live without editing, and even if I make a mistake, I will have to play around it so that my audience wouldn't notice it.
Yes, and I think there might be some cases when when people cannot overcome themselves, cannot overcome that performance anxiety, and it's just there, and you can do nothing. In that case, I would probably suggest for such a person, especially if it's a young one, probably not to play anymore. That's very sad, but I think there are some cases like this. I have seen, kids who would keep just, shaking and shivering and panicking, and I think that because if it's case like this and you cannot do anything about it, maybe it's not your way, to be a professional musician.
I have to clarify this because I know what you're thinking. You're suggesting that this person might play privately, not in public.
Or, just switch to another major.
Mm-hmm. Earn a living in a different way and keep playing an instrument as a hobby.
That's right.
Yeah, if it costs you too much of nerves and stress, then it's not worth the effort, probably. Unless there is a clear path to overcome this.
True.
Unless you're seeing a progress in over the months and years of reducing stress gradually.
Because anyway, I think music needs, to give joy and not nerve.
Okay, guys, this was a good question. So please send us more questions like that. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses, and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.